prepare, let you know I'm waiting for you, finally famous. I ain't like the mothers. And I ain't like to play no games.
I love this video.
You know what your problem is. You don't ever see me make it just for me. I want you to take me serious.
This is my song.
Baby, I want you to take me serious.
What up, people?
One.
Well, it's a long time to turn it down because
Brethren,
full blast.
Happy Friday.
Exactly. What
How
up?
you doing?
So this week we're talking about MLK Now. Just some great shit happened in New York City this week.
Phenomenal program.
Right.
Shout out to Ryan Coogler. And we're also talking about Stacey Dash.
Shut your black ass up forever. Stacey Dumb Dash. Or
Stacey
Dumbass.
Dumbass
Or
Dash.
something like that. And then Oscar talk. Aunt Viv versus Will Smith versus Jada Pinkett. I was like, what is his wife's name?
What is his wife's name?
Let's do this. Alright, another week, another show. Let's jump right into it. So, first this week, on Monday was Martin Luther King Day. And did you see the MLK Now thing that they had?
You know I did. And
Actually
it was
did. Can you put your phone on silent? We're at work. Thank you. Phone's on vibrate. Anyway, so they had the MLK Now thing.
Right.
I didn't watch it because I didn't realize it was a live stream, and so I was about to walk out the door, and I was like, I will drag you up and down this little street by your ponytail. Anyway, so I didn't watch it, but I saw some clips from it, and it seemed good. It seemed like there was like a lot of like positive talk. I heard Ryan Coogler gave a very good speech. I was like, oh, okay, good for you.
It was phenomenal, and I'm upset that I didn't go. Anybody who lives in New York City, any black person who lives in New York City, any person who's there and fighting for equality on a daily basis should have been there. And I knew I
Well,
found
it was
out
at
last
Riverside
minute.
Church, so really every black person in New York City that's fighting inequality couldn't go. So probably best you watched it on the live stream in the comfort of your own home.
I just know that if I found out about it beforehand, I definitely would have went. It started at 1:30.
You knew beforehand.
I didn't. I mean, like I knew like an hour before.
Oh, you playing? You don't check your tags on Instagram.
What did it?
Nia definitely tagged you.
Whatever. No. Oh my. Okay. Anyway,
Yes, she did.
the point of the fact that I'm at it is that it was so poppin'. I really do wish I was there. The panel was probably like the best part for me. Linda. So I don't know. I'm not good with last names, but Linda, the Palestinian woman, she was amazing. Like she seemed so aggressive, but she was so real, so authentic, and everybody's speech. Well, everybody didn't give a speech. They talked about, it was like the speeches that was supposed to be like parallel to what's going on today, and so you could hear them be like, wow, that's what's going on between Malcolm X, Angela Davis, James Baldwin. Well, they weren't there, but Chris Rock,
Malcolm X wasn't there.
Andre Holland, Michael B. Jordan, hey, Tessa Thompson, and a few more other people.
Hey.
And there was even a part where a woman who came up, and she's like a Brooklynite, she's Nigerian, hey girl, she was getting into the speech, but then it was like she kind of lost it. Like she felt like she was gonna faint, and I don't know, maybe it was the words that she was saying, like it was just so profound, but
Sorry,
it was
I'll be right back.
it was just it was just really amazing. And honestly, I've never been so impacted or influenced on MLK Day, Martin Luther King Day, but that was like, that's something I would definitely want to be a part of next year. And yeah, it was just amazing. And shout out to Ryan Coogler.
Yeah.
He's 27 years old or 29.
Okay.
I think he's 27.
Young enough.
27, it sounds better.
Young enough to be this popping in these streets.
For real, between being the director for Fruitville Station and doing Creed, if you haven't
Which
seen
was so
Creed,
good. I just saw it like this week. So
go
good.
see it.
Oh my goodness.
Did you see Concussion too?
I didn't see that whack ass movie. No, I didn't see Concussion.
And you know what I love about Ryan, because he definitely seems like a round the way kind of guy, but he's
I think it's from Oakland.
accomplished so much that it's just like, you're amazing. And hearing him and J. Cole talk is just like, you guys are like from here and you're like doing big things.
Exactly.
And it's like 2 points for you guys.
Exactly.
The only thing that I can't stand is that our pop culture, Hello Beautiful, Essence, no, let me stop. Let me not come for y'all.
Right.
But the only thing is that you guys cannot highlight, you guys cannot keep highlighting the J. Cole moment and not highlight all the other things that are going on.
That's the way media works.
From 3 to 8:45. From 3 to 8:45. Really? We only want to get that little clip? That'd be game. It was a great program.
It's all about clicks. It's all about clicks. So, really quickly before we jump into the celebrity mess for this week, we gotta talk about Flint, Michigan, because this shit is just so crazy.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I don't understand why. I don't understand how. Where's my notes for this?
It's one of those things that you ever get nervous, but it's not you're nervous. It's just like you gotta get something going, so let's just do it. Okay. Flint, Michigan. So I was just talking about this with Malcolm, and I'm just looking at like the statistics and the demographics, and I'm like, who lives in Flint, Michigan?
Who lives there?
Who lives there?
Who lives there?
Okay, so I'm like, Flint. It's a city in Michigan, right? 80% of the people that live in Michigan as a whole are 80% white people.
Right here.
And 14% black. And then when you look at Flint, it's like 30% white, but 56% black. So it's like every black person in Michigan lives in Flint. Like that's what it's sounding like to me.
Flint, Detroit.
You know, please comment and correct me if I'm wrong, because I like to be checked. And
oh, be careful what you ask for now.
I like to be checked.
Okay. Ooh, baby.
Here you go.
It starts to go.
All I'm saying is that it's just such a coincidence that what's his name? Snyder? Mr. Snyder.
Yeah.
He decides to cut the cost of water from a place that's predominantly filled with black people.
Because the thing was is that they were getting water, their water supply was coming from another lake, and then this is back in 2014, the water was coming from this lake. They were going to do like something to the lake I think it was to like, I think they were just trying to clean up that lake initially, so they started pumping water from Flint River. And then Flint River is notorious. Like if you live in New York, that's like getting water from the Gowanus Canal. Now if you're not from the New York City area, the Gowanus Canal is like it's like the sewage of all sewage.
Right.
Like it's just so like you wouldn't even look at that water. Like that's how bad it is. So they started pumping water from Flint River, and people in the town, this is back in 2014, were like, hey, this water smells kind of funny, this water tastes kind of funny, this water looks kind of funny. And I guess everybody in the higher ups were like, no, y'all all right, it's all good. So now here we are 2 years later, and I think is the most, because sometimes when you hear stuff, you're like, oh damn, that probably sounds bad. When you actually see it, like when I saw the video of that fire hydrant, like gushing out like orange water, like it was just pure like
it's reddish
orange,
brown.
yeah, like brown
it has
water.
a metallic taste. No, I have not tasted it.
Yeah.
This is what I'm reading.
There's people that's getting like chemical burns, like on these, like if you take a shower in that water, like your body can't even react to it because it's like. It's chemicals. Like your body's like, what the fuck is this?
According
it's
to
crazy.
Essence, it contains salt and it's pulled from lead and it's all inside the pipes, and like almost 9,000 people have been affected by it, and majority of them are under the age of 5.
Yeah.
It's like these little babies. Like,
like if you drunk the tap water, you've been affected. Like that's how real it is. So I'm just like, if you were just the type just to go to the faucet, which I am, and just cut the faucet on and drink it, you could have been affected if you live in Flint, Michigan. And I'm like, this shit is so crazy that it's happening in 2016 in America. Like we're supposed to be this high and mighty country, and everything's supposed to be all good for the most part. Our politics is fucked up. But one thing that I guess I can give to America is that the like infrastructure wise and the way stuff runs in America is pretty decent. Rarely ever do we not have power like in major cities. Like rarely ever do we not able to drink.
Problems.
Exactly. So I'm just like, the fact that this is happening
right here in our country,
and it's just like
and everywhere else.
Michigan could be New York could be Florida could be California could be Kansas. Like the fact that this is happening like in 2016 is like it blows my mind. It really does blow my mind.
But shout out to a lot of the celebrities who are like, I know it's corny to like post about it or share it, but that's how you. I think some people give them some flack. It's like, oh, put your money where your mouth is. But it's like, if you need to raise awareness.
Well, that too. Put your money, raise awareness, but drop some coins in the bucket. Come on now.
It's very true. Meek had got into it with 50. We all know this, but he had put. Allegedly, he put up like 60,000. Yeah. Which I thought was like, that's dope. Karen Silva, Karen Civil had put up some money too. Yeah. She had posted a picture. She had like thousands of like bottles of water, and so
Yeah, no, shout out to the real G's actually like making a difference. Somebody who didn't donate actually, Stacey Dash. So Stacey Dash, and we will not sit here for this long. So let's take the story back from the top because I'm sure you heard all of it. We're gonna fast forward through, you know, the first 5 acts. So Jada gets up on her social media on Martin Luther King Day of all days and say, hey, listen, the Oscars have, basically fucked us over. We need to boycott. She was like, I love you, Chris. I won't be watching, so on and so forth. So Aunt Viv, Jada pops up and she puts up a video, and she says that basically, long and short, she was a little bit in the video, but I got where she was coming from because she was like, listen, y'all have this Overbrook, is it Overbrook or Overbook? Whatever it's called. Overbook. Mm-hmm. They have their Overbook production company, which they only cast their friends, and it's only like all of us and any Will Smith, Jada Smith productions. Like it's not like they're like really out here employing,
looking for new acts.
Exactly.
Right.
And Jada Hubert was kind of right. She was like, you only really seem upset now because your husband didn't get nominated for this role. I love Jada Hubert though. She was so shady, and she was like, I probably sound bitter, but I didn't think the accent was that good. I don't think you should have won the Golden Globe. I was like, all right, girl, you definitely sound bitter.
You do.
But hey, what can I say?
Okay, guys, no more Aunt Viv. We can't keep calling her dark-skinned Aunt Viv. We have to stop like the colorism and just say Janet Hubert. If you're a child, then it's Ms.Hubert.
Ms.Hubert, if you're nasty.
Yes. I just want to get into her, bitterness. I think that, the whole money situation with Will Smith, you have to understand, Will Smith is a grown-ass man now. I feel like every week I have to remind people.
The money thing, because you kind of skipped over it. So she was saying how, because they're talking about all of us together, all the black people, whatever. Mm-hmm. And Janet was like, well, when we were on Fresh Prince, and, you were like the biggest star, and she was basically saying how, like, we should all come together to renegotiate our contracts so we can all get more money. So like, I don't know if but like on Friends, Big Bang Theory, like all of the cast, worked together to get $1 million an episode. So they were like, obviously Fresh Prince was out before these shows, but they wanted to kind of do that model. Like, let's all stick together and let's get this money together. And Will's basically like, my contract is my contract, your contract is your contract. So 2 tears in a bucket, motherfucker. So, go ahead.
See, but now hearing him say that, it's all about solidarity. And I think I was just about to justify him and say that, at the time he was young, he was dumb, he was only 20-something.
But probably was, though. I'm
sure if we're dealing with the Will Smith now, then he probably would have been like, okay, let's do it. Let's take that risk. Let's take those chances because I have so much faith in myself. I believe in myself.
Yeah.
But I think that Will at that age, he was not thinking, and then just thinking about from the background like he has. You don't grow to learn about being solid and, sticking together in unity. I mean, it was said, especially in the 90s, like in the music, but it was not being displayed clearly in finances. And I think that at the time, Janet put so much pressure on him. I'm not saying that's why he did it, but I think that she put so much pressure on him. It's like, dude, you're dealing with a child.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, see, the one thing about like the Friends cast and the Big Bang Theory cast is that they're all the same age. Like they're all at the time like 28, 29, so they all are in this cahoots together.
Right.
This is a rapper from Philly. Like he's like, oh, you're not gonna mess up my money.
Right.
Like I don't like
look who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like come on.
So I think that she just has to get over that. But I totally understand. I think her points were kind of valid about Jada only coming out, because the last time I heard of Jada talking about something was sex trafficking, which is just as important.
Yeah.
Because that kind of stuff makes me cry. But it's like, now you want to talk about.
Who said it really good, and that's why I love her dearly. Crystal from the Read, shout out to the Read. When Crystal said, black people been gunned down by police every week for like 2 years, but y'all want to pop up with anti-racism PSA over an Oscar snub. And I didn't see that tweet until this morning, but I was like, girl, you were so right. Like you were so right. Like this is when you decide to be like, she was messed up in America. Like race in America is really a problem. Like I was like, you know what? And that's why I love Chris.
And I just want to say that nobody's boycotting the Oscars. One, stop acting like you watched it.
First of all, Chris is not boycotting because he's under contract. And if you've ever worked a job where you were either blessed enough or I guess, if you're in that particular kind of field, if you have a job where you work under contract, you can't just get up and leave and they can't just up and fire you. That's why it's called a contract.
And I believe in Chris Rock.
I believe in Chris Rock too, and the fact that the Oscars are 3 weeks away, he's not gonna walk away from that money, and it has nothing to do with money, but it's about It's about your
principles.
work. Yeah, your work
like,
ethic in
you cannot
Hollywood.
just leave because
you're upset about
the
something.
social issues and circumstances. No, you can't.
Like,
but
I
I'm
get
sure
it.
Chris Rock is gonna have something to say.
And I get it. A lot of y'all make sandwiches at Subways and folk clothes at H&M, but it's not that easy just to walk away from a job that you are contractually obligated to do.
Right, and I'm all here for Fight for 15, but when you're under a contract, it's a whole different ball game.
So
we can't just try to pull Chris Rock out. But I do respect Spike Lee for coming out and saying, listen, we're not boycotting it. I'm not boycotting it. I'm just not going to watch it. I'm just not going to attend. And that is fine.
Which is boycotting, but whatever.
I guess. But
tomato.
My thing is that with the whole issue with the Oscars is this is one of those things that as black people we cannot be the ones on the forefront like with the picket signs like accept us.
Because they're already not hearing us. It got to be Leonardo DiCaprio, Anne Hathaway. What's that basic? What's the basic one? Jennifer Lawrence. Like it has to be those people, and those people are not going to speak up because those people don't care. So this brings us all to Stacey Dash. So Stacey Dash got up on Fox News the other day, and she was saying how I think I don't think we need to boycott the Oscars, and I think there needs to be I don't think we need a BET or Black History Month or things like the NAACP. Like we just need to we need inclusion. Like we all just need to be in this thing together. And I'm like, girl, Stacey, we did not create things like the BET Awards and the NAACP Awards because we wanted to isolate. We created those things because we weren't being accepted in the first place. So it was like, oh, if they won't acknowledge us, we'll go someplace else. We'll create our own thing to get acknowledged. But it's not that black people don't want to be at award shows with white people. It's that when black people put out stuff, white people don't acknowledge it. When you watch the Oscars, we're not represented. When you watch the Golden Globes, we're barely represented. When you watch the Grammys, we just started getting represented. But that's only because black people in music are just now kind of hand in hand. And it's just what it is. But I'm just like, we didn't make these things to be isolated. We made these things because we weren't being tolerated in the first place. So I'm just like, the fact that you would think that we don't need that, just go, because we got to get the fuck out of here. Just go.
I cannot do this with you, Stacey. I love you, sis, and I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop loving you. These are the people that we need to educate. We need them to talk their shit, and we need because this is the conversation. Probably people who agree with her could all sit in a circle. But this is when we could come in and say, no, stop. What's the problem with black people loving black people? You don't have a problem, and the thing is that she's coming for black people. You understand? It's not as if she's saying the Asians, the Chinese, Telemundo, the Spanish. They need to stop doing those shows. Because no, she's just coming from black people, and it's like, don't you get tired of making yourself look stupid? Like,
real talk.
Don't you get tired? We need BET. You understand? And even though yes, it is owned by a white person, the white person does own Viacom. We all know this. This is not something just like
it's not news.
We all know this, but these are the things that push us. These are the things that these are the things that give us opportunities to get on Fox 5. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there was no way
Fox
that
News.
What did I say?
Fox 5.
Oh yeah, because not everybody has 5.
Exactly.
Got you. But my point is that Stacey Dash, you wouldn't be where you are today if it wasn't for black people.
Hello.
And I think you just need to
get it together.
Just need to sis.
And then one last thing on this, and we really do have to go because we have definitely overtalked our time today.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna say, and I just think it's unfair how this thing happens because if there was a network just for white people, we'd be up in arms. Shut your black ass up. Every network is for white people, which is why we have these networks for other people. Which is why we have them. Like, you know what, bitch? I gotta. No.
And I know you wanted to cut it off, but this is just gonna be that show today. Let me tell you something. There's this Broadway play called Hamilton, and it's a cast, a very diverse cast. And I don't mean the kind of diverse cast where it's like 80% white people and 20% black people. This is a diverse cast filled with black, white, Asian, Latino people. And let me tell you something. Out of Obama's presidency of 8 years, the Broadway play that he went to was Hamilton. You understand? My point is that they want us. They need us. They need to see us. People like Lala, Carmelo, like these celebrities, they go out to go see a Broadway play like Hamilton. Not trying to shit on the other plays because I'm sure they're just as fantastic. But there's clearly some type of
reason that this is so
amazing. You understand? Yeah. They need us. They need our entertainment. If you haven't gotten that already, I don't know how. I don't know how. Where I don't know. Girl.
And on that note,
girl,
I'm done. Thanks for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, 2 points for you because this was a long one, but there's a lot of stuff that needed to be said.
And it still hasn't been said.
And let me not.
My mind is still like.
I'm sorry, no, my mind too.
You're
but
making
we
my
do have
legs
to go.
nervous right now.
And let me not make this face. Let me smile like a good host. So thanks for watching. You can always subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at _Hey Malcolm. She's at DJ Madam K.
DJ.
But she don't even know how to scratch though.
I don't.
Alright.
Listen, I got my Snapchat back. Add me on Snapchat.
Exactly.
DJ Madam K. Go check it out. And hopefully we will put up more nonsense for you guys.
What? Nonsense? What's that nonsense?
This is good nonsense.
Alright, we gotta go. Bye. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye.